Have you ever wondered how to make a girl always think about you even when you're no longer together? How do you become an indispensable part of her thoughts, making her always want to be with you? If you're hoping for a magic trick to make her remember you all the time, I'm sorry, that magic doesn't exist. But I have more practical and effective tips that you can start applying right away. In this video, we will explore how you can become more attractive, confident, and unique in her eyes. To create a strong sense of desire from her, the first thing you need to do is focus on developing your own value, following the principles of Stoicism. Learning not to let yourself be influenced by things beyond your control, and always striving to improve yourself every day. Let's discover the practical strategies that will help you become the interesting and captivating man she won't forget. With just a bit of patience and commitment to self-improvement, you'll find that becoming special in her eyes is entirely within reach. Before we dive into these transformative principles, make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This not only supports the channel but also signals to YouTube that more people should see this video and receive help in their love lives. By helping others, you're aligning yourself with the universe, creating opportunities for it to respond back to you. I've done my part by creating this video, and now the next step is yours. Hit the like button and help others. First tip, limit the time you spend together in the early stages of a relationship. When love is new, we often feel the urge to spend every moment with the one we adore, to express our feelings and get to know each other better. However, if you truly want her to miss you and keep thinking about you when you're apart, the key is to skillfully create a sense of absence. It may sound counterintuitive, but sometimes distance and missing someone are essential factors in sparking desire and making you more attractive in her eyes. First, understand that spending too much time together from the beginning can diminish the excitement and novelty of the relationship. If you and she are constantly together, day and night, the anticipation for the next meeting gradually fades away. She might start to feel like she already knows everything about you, and there is nothing new left to discover. In that case, instead of feeling excited, she might find the relationship becoming dull and monotonous. So how do you maintain that attraction? Focus on short but meaningful dates. Give her special moments filled with joy and significance, but end them when the encounter is still at its peak. For example, instead of meeting every day and spending hours together, limit your dates to once or twice a week. Make sure each time you meet, the moments are truly memorable, filled with laughter and beautiful memories. End the date while there is still much left to share, leaving her with a sweet sense of longing and anticipation for the next meeting. Imagine your first date with her at a charming little cafe. You create a comfortable atmosphere, share interesting stories, and laugh together. But instead of letting the conversation drag on, you end it while both are still enjoying themselves, while there's still much to talk about, but you stop at the right moment. This will leave her feeling a little regretful, but at the same time, very eager and excited for the next encounter. Remember, she should not be the sole focus of your life. Maintain a balance by spending time on other relationships, family, friends, and your personal interests. When she sees that you have a rich and diverse life that does not revolve solely around her, she will see you as a man of value, depth, and independence. This not only makes you more attractive, but also makes her feel like she needs to put in effort to maintain your interest. According to the philosophy of Stoicism, we should learn to accept and even embrace absence as a natural part of life. In love, do not fear distance or the times when you cannot meet each other. Instead, See it as an opportunity for both to reflect, reassess your emotions, and appreciate the value of the relationship. Time apart will help each person better understand their true feelings and desires, making the love deeper and more enduring. By applying these strategies, you not only enrich the relationship, but also create a powerful attraction that makes her constantly think of you, anticipate, and cherish every moment spent with you. Second tip, limit the time of your phone calls. In the early stages of a relationship, phone calls can serve as a great way to connect, understand each other better, and maintain closeness. However, if you want her to stay interested and eager to see you again, it is essential to limit the time spent on phone conversations. Instead of talking for hours, keep your calls brief and focus on quality rather than quantity. You might call her for just a few minutes to share an interesting story or ask how she's doing, but don't let the conversation drag on for too long. This way, you maintain her curiosity and interest, making her feel like there is always more to say and more to discover about you. Many guys, when talking to a girl they like, tend to prolong the conversation, talking as much as they can to express themselves. However, they often don't realize that talking too much or too long can actually diminish their appeal. Rather than leaving a lasting impression, long-winded conversations can sometimes make a girl feel bored and leave nothing special to remember about you. Therefore, hold back a bit. Don't share all your thoughts and stories over the phone. Leave some interesting and new topics for your in-person meetings, ensuring that there's always something to talk about and explore when you're together. For instance, you could start a brief call with a funny story that happened to you during the day. For example, "You won't believe what happened to me on the way to the office today. It was such a crazy situation. I'll tell you all about it when we meet next time. I guarantee you'll laugh your head off." This not only creates a sense of closeness and comfort, but also sparks her curiosity and anticipation for the next meeting. By doing so, you not only make her feel happy when talking to you, but also leave a small gap that makes her crave and think about you even more. The most important thing to remember is to make the most of the time you spend talking to her on the phone. Don't let the call be just a series of dull questions and answers. Show your charm by skillfully using your voice, telling captivating stories, making her laugh, and creating the impression that she is talking to a confident, intelligent, and interesting man. Don't forget to add a bit of humor, optimism, and positive energy to make the conversation more lively. For example, instead of a 30-minute conversation filled with mundane questions like, "What did you do today?" or "Have you had dinner?" Zrania, keep the call shorter, around 5 to 10 minutes, and ask in a more creative way. "I bet you had an exciting day today. Do you have any special stories you'd like to share with me?" Or, "I just tried a new dish at that place. Have you tried it yet? If not, we should definitely go there together next time." These questions not only encourage her to share, but also create open-ended topics that you can continue to talk about when you meet in person. If you simply shorten the time without making the effort to show your charm and personality, she might feel bored or even think you're not genuinely interested. Instead, make every minute on the phone memorable, so she feels you are a man of value who knows how to attract and keep her attention. Third tip, don't drop everything just to talk to the girl you like. When you're developing a romantic relationship, it's easy to fall into the temptation of always being available, ready to drop everything just to talk to the girl you like. However, If you want her to truly miss you, you need to know how to maintain a reasonable distance. Don't call or answer her calls immediately every time she reaches out. If she texts you and you're busy, there's no need to reply instantly. Of course, if she genuinely needs an immediate response for an important reason, that's different. But otherwise, leave a few minutes before sending a message back. This also applies to phone calls. If she calls you, you don't have to answer right away or pick up the phone every time she calls. If a girl realizes she can contact you whenever she wants and you are always ready to respond, she will have less reason to miss you or might not feel any anticipation when you're not around. Remember, a little absence can make her appreciate your presence more. This doesn't mean you should be cold or indifferent, but rather keep the relationship interesting and full of life. A specific example. Suppose you are busy with work or spending time on yourself, and she texts you to check in. Instead of immediately stopping everything and responding, you can wait a few minutes, finish what you're doing, and then reply. This not only helps you maintain your independence and self-worth, but also creates a sense of curiosity in her, making her wonder what you might be doing. She may start thinking, "What is he so busy with?" and look forward to hearing from you even more. This principle aligns with the teachings of Stoicism. Epictetus, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, once said, "Do not let yourself be distracted by things beyond your control." This means you shouldn't allow yourself to get caught up in the need to immediately satisfy every request or desire of others. Instead, control your reactions, keep your mind calm, and remain steady. You should maintain a full and rich life with many activities, hobbies, and personal goals rather than always waiting for her calls or messages. However, you also need to be tactful in maintaining balance. If she wants to talk to you when she's feeling down, be willing to spend time with her, listen, and share. This will make her feel comforted and valued by you. In difficult times, your presence and support will create a stronger bond, and she will miss you even more when you are apart. Finally, maintain an air of mystery. If you want the girl you like to constantly think about you, keep an air of mystery around yourself. This doesn't mean becoming distant or dishonest, but rather not allowing her to easily see through all your thoughts. Let her be curious, always wanting to know more about you, and explore different aspects of who you are. For instance, if you have an exciting plan for the weekend, don't reveal all the details too soon. Make her ask more questions, become intrigued about what you're up to, and feel a desire to share those experiences with you. Another example, you can compliment her sincerely, telling her that you like her, but don't disclose all your thoughts. Don't directly say that she's the most amazing girl and that you can't live without her, because that could make her feel like there's nothing more to discover about you. Instead, always give her the sense that there are many mysterious things, unspoken thoughts and feelings still to uncover. And to do that, she has to spend more time with you and think about you more often. For example, instead of sending the same message every day, try to vary it, sometimes leaving some gaps, creating anticipation and longing. All of these are just small tips to stimulate desire and curiosity in a girl, but if you stop here, she still might not remember you deeply. To achieve this, you first need to become the man in her heart. This requires an investment from both sides and a more specific strategy to build your image in her mind. Clearly, if she doesn't like you yet, applying these tips will only make things harder for you. So, before you proceed, you need to ensure that your image is already in her heart. Here are a few ways to do this. The first way, be the last person she thinks of at night. If you want the girl to remember you, create an opportunity for her to think about you before going to sleep. You can send her a sweet message in the evening, talking about the positive things you've experienced during the day, or an interesting story that you know she'll enjoy hearing. For example, you might say, "I read a really good story today, and it made me think of you. I'll tell you part of it, but you'll have to guess the rest." This not only makes her think of you before going to bed, but also piques her curiosity, making her want to continue the conversation with you more. The second way, become a part of her future plans. If you can make her visualize the beautiful memories that the two of you could create together in the future, she will naturally feel the need to think of you more. For instance, you might say, "I know a great place we could go this weekend. I'm sure you'll love it." This way, you're not only suggesting exciting experiences, but also creating opportunities for her to associate you with positive emotions and future plans. The third way, don't be afraid to let her see your passion in life. People who are passionate tend to be more attractive because they bring a vibrant energy. Share your passions with her, whether it's sports, music, art, or your work. For example, if you love photography, you could tell her about the photos you've taken, the stories behind each shot, and invite her to join you for a photo shoot. This not only makes her find you more interesting, but also creates a deeper connection between the two of you. By following these suggestions, you'll be able to maintain a sense of mystery while fostering a connection that keeps her thinking about you and wanting to know more. And sometimes the most magical things happen when we dare to let go. When you focus on yourself, nurturing your confidence and independence, you'll shine in a whole new way. This transformation might surprise them, making them realize your unique appeal. Suddenly the power dynamic shifts, and they might find themselves pursuing you. Because sometimes, distance is the most potent catalyst for desire and longing. Today, we'll delve into the profound principles of Stoic philosophy, learn how to apply them to become more attractive and unravel this intriguing paradox. But before we embark on this inspiring journey, let's affirm your inner strength by writing down these words. I am strong. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future valuable content. Together, we'll unlock your hidden potential and create a more fulfilling life.